Now, back to the interview from a few minutes ago with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. The best of the Morning X. 99X.
Robin Williams on stage is anything but subtle. How hard was it for you to adjust from being on stage where everything is big and broad and manic to, being subtle on film?
I think it's real easy because you have that outlet. If I didn't have the outlet on stage, it might be more of a struggle. But even when I did 1 hour photo, we would blow it out between takes for two reasons. One, it's very difficult to be Mr. Method all the time, and I'm in character, and puts everybody kind of through a certain hell. And you can't do that to people when they're working 18-hour days.
Yeah.
Gives them kind of a performance jolt, gets it out of me, that thing that you said, this kind of wild energy. And then you get back to being so quiet and subtle that you've kind of released it, but you're still energized, which it gives you both, really. That's why I love having the stand-up, because it is totally the opposite of this other, the performance like in 1 hour photo, which is very contained, very subtle, very quiet, and I've got access to both, which is why I do it.
So in Insomnia, in between takes, you're the crazy, manic Robin Williams, and you just...
Sometimes, with Al, you want to be careful, because Al is, he's preparing, and like the first day he made like a lion noise, because that was how he'd kind of prepare, like, "Hurrah!" And I did like,
yeah.
And he went, "Who did that?" "Hi, Mr. Pacino, it's me. I'm out of order.
Right.
I kind of set the rules of engagement up right then, like, I won't be doing a lot of method. I hope you don't mind. I really like your work. Hoo-ha, boy. And he went, all right, that's good.
Jump in, Leslie.
Yeah, jump in. It's time now. Here we go.
Jump in, Leslie.
Jump in anytime, Leslie. You're right there. Hello, honey.
You've been going overseas, entertaining the troops, which is very...
Afghanistan, yes, and Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Stan and Laurel Stan, One Night Stand, and it was interesting to play all these bases because a lot of them are former Russian bases. And you land and you see all these blown-up planes going, that's not a good sign.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're heavily mined, but, there's a lot of people there that you just want to let them know, you're not forgotten, baby. There's still people know you're here as we prepare to go into someplace else.
And what made you want to go back out on the road and do this?
Kind of about 2 months after September 11th, there was a tribute to Whoopi Goldberg in Washington, and we finished the show, and people treated it like we just lifted the siege of Atlanta. Funny, that's your city.
Yes, it is.
But people were kind of like, oh, my God, we haven't seen anybody for so long. I went, wait a minute. And the people said that they really needed to kind of blow it out and laugh and kind of get back a certain sense of, life. And maybe that's what kind of drove it, combined with, at that point, there were no movies coming in. I went, okay, let me go back and earn money the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, you can't, we hear it so many times, like there's stand-up comedians, they've always got it and always end up gravitating back towards performing on stage.
Yeah, it's where it's the lifeblood, it's where you go and it's what you did and what gives you the juice, really. It kind of kicks it out, it peels away all pretense, because if you're doing the long program, more than 20 minutes, it's where you really see if you still have it. Physically, mentally, everything. It really forces you to kind of get back into shape on all those levels.
So who makes you laugh, Robin Williams?
Oh, God. A bunch of people. Like Chris Rock, Jon Stewart, on pretty much, on the political level. Dennis Miller, when he's really kicking it hard, is wonderful. Bobcat Goldthwait, just for being sheer fearless. An English comedian named Eddie Izzard. There's a lot. There's so many people you see, and it kind of, after a while, I feel like a comedy pimp. What do you need? What are you looking for? I can find it for you. Because I've seen so many amazing people over the years, and there's people that I personally think are extraordinary that some people know about, other people don't. People like Rick Overton.
Sure.
And there's a lot of great comics, and plus old school like Jonathan Winters. That's old school, but it still is amazing. And I went and saw Don Rickles, and Jesus, it's like these guys just are constant. It's like even I went like, wow, I got to take a break now. Thank you.
But it's so
bang, 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 bang. I got to tell you, bang. Fire, bang.
Who's the biggest star you've ever had a conversation with in the men's room at the Academy Awards?
I had it. Actually, it was with Nicholson. It wasn't the men's room. It was like we were standing backstage after he had won, and I had won, and he went, "Isn't it great, Rombo? I've won I've got one of these for every decade. It's kind of a son of a bitch thing, right?" But yeah, you're right. He still has that kind of air of like. A lot of times you're just going, even Buddha would go, wow.
Yeah, who's cooler than that guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, when you have a cigarette case for your marijuana, what the hell's else?
Right.
Don't worry.
So you're done, Robin?
All done to say?
I don't want to cut you off if you're not done.
No, baby, wash up. We're through.
Thank you, Robin.
See you later. Bye-bye. Robin Williams on the Morning X. I swear he never stops. You wind him up and then just stand back.
Yeah, that was just, hey, Robin, how you doing? And
I know.
go. We actually, a lot of people, we actually left the room for 10 minutes.
I know, 4 people.
I don't know if you knew that.
4 people trying to interview Robin Williams is impossible.
Yeah.
I can't be
He's
done.
great.
I mean, it's completely impossible. He's a good guy.
I love him talking about, I love his, he does a famous impression of Jack Nicholson. He sounds just like him.
He is an excellent actor.
Sounded just like him.
Again, not funny.
Jimmy and I are making faces.
I don't know how to tell you.
The interview.
I think he is hilarious.
If you heard me laugh, they were courtesy laughs. I have to be honest.
I think he's funny.
I think he's very funny.
I mean, some of them don't happen, but at least he comes to the table instead of these guys who are like, so what? I don't know.
You know what? You're right.
You know what I mean? He comes to the table and he does his thing.
I totally respect the fact that he played the room. He's a huge star. That he didn't. He could have phoned in.
That's right. He's a big star.
He did phone in the interview, literally, but he didn't have to be up for it, and he didn't have to, give us shtick.
How many big stars we talk to that kind of phone in their answers?
Right, sure.
He was
like Bruce Willis, or like people like that. They go, I don't want to talk about that. Or
B-level stars, and this guy's an A-level star, and he came and was a great guy, and I just don't find him funny.
I don't either. I find nothing funny about that stuff.
It's a split room.
Yeah,
I like him.
Split room,
likes
baby.
him. You guys
love him.
It's great that he came on. Robin Williams on The Morning X.